Welcome to the CISO Daily Update.
IntelBroker hacker claims Apple breach, steals source code for internal tools. The notorious hacker IntelBroker claimed responsibility for breaching Apple Inc., reportedly stealing source code for 3 internal tools: Apple Connect SSO, Apple Macro Plugin, and Apple HWE Confluence Advanced. This alleged breach does not affect Apple's customers directly, but potentially exposes sensitive proprietary information used internally by the company. IntelBroker has a history of targeting major corporations and government entities. Apple has not confirmed the legitimacy of the alleged breach. MEDUSA ransomware targets AJ Group, $1.5 million price tag for 646 gigabytes of data. The MEDUSA ransomware group allegedly breached Peruvian beverage company AJ Group, demanding a $1.5 million ransom to prevent leaking 646.4 gigabytes of stolen data. The attackers set a countdown timer, with the ransom amount increasing by $100,000 for every passing day without payment. AJ Group has not officially confirmed the attack. This incident highlights the continued threat posed by ransomware groups like MEDUSA, which operate as a ransomware-as-a-service platform, enabling less technically skilled criminals to launch ransomware attacks across industries. Circle K Atlanta allegedly breached, data stolen. Circle K Atlanta reportedly fell victim to a ransomware attack orchestrated by the group known as Hunters International. According to the gang's claims on their dark web blog, they have stolen 55.6 gigabytes of data from the convenience store chain, including sensitive employee information like passport copies. The attackers threatened to release more data unless their ransom demands are met. Circle K Atlanta, which operates multiple locations in the U.S. city of Atlanta, has not yet confirmed the breach publicly. Hunters International gained notoriety recently, succeeding another prominent ransomware group, Hive, which disbanded after being disrupted by law enforcement. Crown Equipment confirms a cyberattack disrupted manufacturing. Major forklift manufacturer Crown Equipment confirmed suffering a disruptive cyberattack by an international cybercriminal organization in early June. The attack is believed to stem from ransomware enabled by an employee falling for social engineering that provided threat actors remote access. The attack disrupted manufacturing, payroll, and operations across Crown's global plants. The company is working with cybersecurity experts and the FBI to investigate and contain the incident's impact on customers. FTC sues Adobe for trapping users in deceptive subscription practices. The FTC has filed a complaint against Adobe, alleging deceptive practices related to subscription plans. Adobe is accused of steering consumers towards its annual paid monthly subscription by default without adequately disclosing costly cancellation fees. These fees, amounting to 50% of remaining payments if canceled within the first year, were allegedly hidden in fine print or obscured online. The FTC claims Adobe's practices violate consumer protection laws, highlighting challenges faced by consumers trying to cancel subscriptions. Adobe denies these claims. ShrinkLocker uses Windows BitLocker utility to infect computers. ShrinkLocker is a sophisticated ransomware that exploits Windows' built-in BitLocker full-disk encryption utility to lock victims out of their systems and data. The attack leverages VBScript to gather system information, shrink drive partitions by 100 megabytes to create a boot partition, disable BitLocker recovery keys, and send the encryption key to the attacker's server. On reboot, victims face the standard BitLocker password prompt but cannot access their drives, which are relabeled with the attacker's ransom email address instead of a typical ransom note. Cryptojacking campaign targets exposed Docker APIs. Researchers at Datadog uncovered a new cryptojacking campaign targeting publicly exposed and unsecured Docker API endpoints to deliver cryptocurrency miners and maintain persistent access. The attackers scan for hosts with open Docker ports, create malicious containers, and deploy an array of payloads including remote access tools, lateral movement malware, and obfuscated scripts fetching encoded binaries from attacker-controlled servers. From there, the attackers install XMRig miners and maintain backdoor access, potentially for additional malicious objectives beyond cryptojacking. Warning: Markopolo's scam targeting crypto users via fake meeting software. Threat actor Markopolo is orchestrating a large-scale scam targeting cryptocurrency users by distributing information stealer malware through fake virtual meeting software named Vortax and 23 other apps. This campaign leverages social media and AI-generated content to appear legitimate. Victims are lured to download the malware by entering a room ID on the Vortax website, leading to the deployment of malware via Dropbox links. Chrome 1.26 update patches vulnerability exploited at hacking competition. Google released Chrome 126 with 6 security fixes, including 4 high-severity vulnerabilities reported by external researchers. One critical type confusion flaw, CVE 2024-6100 in V8 JavaScript engine, was exploited at the Typhoon Pawn 2024 hacking contest, earning the reporter a $20,000 bounty. Another high-risk inappropriate implementation issue, CVE 2024-6101 in WebAssembly, fetched a $7,000 reward. The update also patched 2 out-of-bounds memory access flaws, CVE 2024-6102 and 03 in Dawn, reported by researcher WGSL Fuzz. Mailcow mail server flaws expose servers to remote code execution. 2 moderate severity vulnerabilities were disclosed in the Mailcow open-source mail server suite, exposing versions prior to 2024-04 to potential remote code execution attacks. The path traversal flaw CVE 2024-3-0270 allows overwriting files as the www data user, while the cross-site scripting vulnerability CVE 2024-31204 stems from unsanitized exception handling. An attacker can combine these issues to execute arbitrary code on the admin panel server by crafting a malicious email that triggers an XSS payload when viewed by an authenticated admin user, requiring no further interaction. By exploiting both flaws together, attackers can potentially take control of accounts, access sensitive data, and execute commands on vulnerable Mailcow instances. CISA warns of POSI exploit for vulnerability in RAD SecFlow2 industrial switch. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency issued a warning regarding a high-severity vulnerability affecting RAD Data Communications SecFlow2 industrial switch router. Assigned CVE 2019-6268, the flaw allows for path traversal, potentially enabling unauthorized access to sensitive files such as password hashes. A proof-of-concept exploit on PacketStorm prompted advisories to organizations using these devices. RAD has reached end of life for SecFlow2 and recommends upgrading to the SecFlow 1P Industrial IoT Gateway to mitigate risks. Cybersecurity burnout costing firms more than $700 million annually. A new study by Hack the Box reveals that burnout among cybersecurity professionals is costing British and US enterprises up to $756 million annually in lost productivity. By calculating average wages and lost workdays due to sick leave and reduced productivity, Hack the Box estimated that UK companies lose $130 million, while US firms lose $626 million each year. The study attributes this loss to stress, fatigue, and burnout, with 84% of cybersecurity professionals experiencing these issues and 74% having taken time off for mental health reasons. Despite 90% of CISOs expressing concern over this impact, only 47% of CEOs share this concern. Hack the Box CEO Harris Pelarinos urges business leaders to prioritize mental well-being to improve both employee welfare and business outcomes. The perilous role of the CISO, navigating modern minefields. The role of the Chief Information Security Officer today is laden with challenges. Navigating complex regulatory landscapes, managing legal liabilities from data breaches, and evolving to integrate cybersecurity with business strategy. CISOs face an ever-changing threat landscape and lack full control over cybersecurity decisions, often needing to align technical defenses with business goals. Despite the risks, the position offers opportunities for strategic leadership as more CISOs report directly to CEOs and influence organizational resilience amidst digital transformation. Balancing these demands requires not only technical expertise, but also strong business acumen and the ability to foster innovation in cybersecurity practices.
Thanks for listening. Remember to subscribe to our newsletter at CISOheadlines.com. Until next time, stay curious.